paternally from Côte d'Ivoire and maternally from the Diarra family. Our mother is an Ishakiri. Ewo ebiri Ishakiri dede. Ansu. Ògíamẹ yẹn tabe yẹn. Olórí yẹn tabe yẹn. Okume.
Rajaro.
Ojokpo de Ajore. Sound engineer, please approach us. Ọtúnṣe wẹ́sẹ̀ sí agbèrè àjọrè awọ́kàrẹ́ ó sẹ̀gbà Olu. Sound engineer, please approach us. Jory. Ògíamẹ dede. Asu. Ògíamẹ yẹn tabe yẹn nẹ. Iwo. Ẹnẹ dọpẹ. Ajade ni mo kí Ògíamẹ. Amajẹ do báyìí gbogbo ẹnẹtò skeleton ọ̀nà tó sọ̀rọ̀ tìmí lóye ká ṣe ọ̀tọ̀ nẹ. To wake on your Iwere Conference. Ògíamẹ give Bennett to Alebale Authority Day to Butori, Wakawani Loli. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here alone. To compare with me is our illustrious daughter, all the way from Lagos State. His Majesty is walking around the clock to see that our sons and daughters from far and near come home to appreciate and, of course, move the kingdom forward. Ògíamẹ, hello, Ògíamẹ. Hello, Ògíamẹ.
Ajade de Mokia. Orúkọ mi ṣe Uti Ẹ̀ránṣẹ́ wàrà mi ẹ̀lú. Ìwọ. I'm going to try to speak Shekiri for as much as I can, but forgive me, it's been a long time, so my Shekiri is a little rusty. But I thank everyone for welcoming me today. Welcome to this Women's Town Hall meeting themed The Role of Women in Community Development, put together by the Palace and His Majesty Ògíamẹ III and Her Majesty Olori Atuwatse III.
Going forward on the throne of ancient Warri Kingdom is our father, our role model, the torchbearer of Warri Kingdom, recipient of numerous awards within and beyond the shores of Nigeria, His Majesty Ògíamẹ Atuwatse III, served by the Olu of Warri. Please, may we rise as to appreciate His Majesty. Ògíamẹ Afoshe Okpouru.
Now we honor our mother, a philanthropist, a woman of remarkable intellect and strength and compassion, known for her unwavering commitment to the advancement of Iwere wherever we are. Her Majesty Olori Atuwatse III, the Queen Consort of Warri Kingdom. Let's rise on our feet, please, as we celebrate our mother.
May we be seated, please. We shall be acknowledging our chiefs. The chiefs, please, with your kind permission. Your Excellency, bon arrivé à Warri, bienvenue. Merci beaucoup, merci mille fois. On this note, permit me to call on who will do the formal introduction of Her Excellency's delegation all the way from Côte d'Ivoire, the person of Monsieur Diabate. So please come and introduce Excellency's entourage. Put your hands together for him.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Excellence, the King. Morning, the Ambassador. Please, my English isn't clean, but I will try to speak just a little bit. Excellence, the King, we are here for the invitation of the King, the Senator, Vice President of Côte d'Ivoire, Excellence Chantal, Fanny Moussokoura, Monsieur with the big delegation. Thank you. And our delegation, we have the son of the Vice President, Mr. Maron, and his young brother, is just behind him. And Mr. Enzan is right. We have our mother, Mama, our Mimi, the mother of Excellency Chantal Fanny. His sister, just right there. And in the delegation we have the brother of Excellence Chantal Fanny's husband, Mr. Diaby. The old brother of Excellence Chantal Fanny, Mr. Fanny Moussokoura. And all the collaborators of Excellence Chantal Fanny are over there. Let me see. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Your Majesty, welcome you once more to Warri Kingdom. Your Excellency, sitting by His Majesty's right is Chief Engineer Ògíamẹ, the Olu of Warri. And by His Majesty's left is Chief Engineer Anthony Onuwaje, is the Oshodi of Warri. Your Excellencies, we have Chief Brand Mene, the Ogolusa of Warri. Chief Francis Omasheye is the Udefi of Warri. Chief Dr. Roland Orishejafo is your Ogwa of Warri. Chief Amolobi Newumi is the Omatamudian of Warri. And of course, one of our panelists for today, Chief Dr. Mrs. Caroline Atuya, is the Olulurara of Warri. Her Majesty, Your Excellencies, Chief Barrister Olivia Agbajo, who was also a member of the National Assembly. She's the Oyewumi of Warri. Chief Dame Epiyemi Omasheye, the Olujimi of Warri. Chief Walter Boyo is the Osolu Ete of Warri. We also have the Director of the Olu of Warri Palace Administration, Chief Samuel Koko Amebeje, is Olu of Warri. Your Excellencies, we have illustrious sons and daughters of Warri Kingdom. For want of time, permit us to move ahead. Babake ire wono dene kwa onushe ayrubo ene dokwe. Your Excellency, Maxime de Foix, bon arrivé à Warri. Aujourd'hui, c'est bon aujourd'hui. Ici, c'est your compagne. Merci mille fois. Merci beaucoup. Bon arrivé. Merci.
Today is not just a meeting, but it's a celebration of our past and our future, of the pivotal and sometimes unacknowledged role that women have played in shaping the development of our communities. And as we celebrate the homecoming of our illustrious daughter, the Senator, as she has graced us with her presence, and we gather today to acknowledge her legacy and her good work, and the fact that she has returned home. As we further this town hall meeting today, permit me to welcome once again our mother, Her Majesty Olori Atuwatse III, for the opening remarks. A round of applause, please. Before I begin, I want to honor our father, a father like no other, a king like none other, a trailblazer, a beacon of hope, not just to the Warri Kingdom, to the whole of Africa, the anointed one from God, the sent one, the one that God gave us because he loves the Shekiri. None other than Ògíamẹ, Atuwatse III. Ògíamẹ, Suo Baba. I also want to honor the presence of the ambassador of Côte d'Ivoire here present with us. Thank you for taking your time to come and visit the Warri Kingdom. We welcome you. I want to honor an illustrious daughter of the soil who has come all the way from Côte d'Ivoire to visit her motherland. This is her first time in nearly 50 years, I believe. 50. After 50 years, in over 50 years, she has stepped foot into the Warri Kingdom. She's the Deputy Senate President of Côte d'Ivoire. She has come with a large group of her entourage. We welcome you with open arms, Senator Fanny Chantal Moussokoura. We welcome you. Welcome, welcome. We look forward to your visit. I would also like to welcome her mother, who is here present with us, Mrs. Tosa Agbemi Didiare Fanny. You are the definition of a Shekiri woman, not a born throwaway. We are proud of you. No matter what, you brought your children back home. Well done. Thank you. God bless you, ma'am. I'd like to welcome another one of our illustrious daughters, Mrs. Tara Fela Durotoye, a renowned entrepreneur, an illustrious daughter of the soil. She's niece Sage, hailing from the Burdo. We welcome you. Thank you for gracing our presence here today. Make una dey clap as we celebrate our women. Our women, they do big things for where they are. Yes, so I'd also like to welcome her husband, Mr. Fela Durotoye, an exceptional motivational speaker, a leader amongst leaders in Nigeria. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to welcome our own honorable Commissioner of Humanitarian Affairs and the Girl Child Honorable Orede. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here with us. I'd like to welcome our own person,
our ambassador, Doctor, yes, Tony Agbolaya, JP, yes, special advisor to the Governor on Community Development. We welcome you. We welcome you. Our very own Lady Diana Eretomi, special assistant to the Governor on SDGs. We welcome you. Today, we are here to discuss our role in developing our communities. But before I share what's on my heart, I want you to look at the woman next to you. Yes, we did go church this morning. I know saying on Monday, I've been on Friday, but we did go church. Look to the woman next to you. Look her well. And I want you to tell her, you are the most important. I know they talk to herself. Look on herself now. Say, you are the most important force for human survival and progress. Without us, you see, without all of us here, humanity would not exist. As mothers, we don't just birth children. We birth new ideas, and that in itself is a magical thing, but we birth possibilities. We birth hope. We birth tomorrow. The care we give shapes generations. As wives and as sisters, we are the peacemakers. We are the bridge builders. When pikin offend papa, now us go come beg first, make we water the ground so that pikin go come reach papa. We are the peacemakers. As daughters, we bring a fresh energy and new ideas to our family. We are the ones that our parents call to support them when they're older. We are the ones that our siblings call to gain the light in the way forward. As grandmothers, we are living libraries. Through us, the wisdom of yesterday flows into tomorrow through the lessons we teach generations that have come after us. We women are so powerful in every form that everyone knows we are the thermostats in our homes. We set the temperature and we create an atmosphere where good things can grow. I see it around me daily. I see it in you, my Shekiri women. And the Shekiri women in particular, can I say, are exceptional. We are extremely exceptional. From the likes of Grace Alele Williams, to Julie Coker, to Tara Feladirotoye, to Omaomi Megbele, to Senator Chantal. Say to myself. Say to myself. Because now the same blood they run for your vein. Tabe Shewere. Now the same blood they run for your vein. We are exceptional women. And so I am convinced that you are the ones that will birth the incredible future we want to see in our communities. And not just by birthing our children, but also through your actions, through your courage, and through your leadership. But you know what I've noticed? If I walk up to you and say, Mama, you are such a great leader, you'll probably laugh and say, Olori, me, leader, what I don't do, now market I just they sell. No, not be markets, you just they sell. Not be small thing, you just they do. I want you. Okay, yes. I want you through today and through many other activities like this that will come to begin to own your power, to begin to exercise your leadership in your spheres of influence. Angi, Olokere, Reshe, Urigo, Olobiren, Kashe, Ugoro. Láti Ugoro. Hey, we know. Origo. Hey, one name. Ebiremi. Tabeshe were. You are powerful. Some of you wake up by 4 a.m. You don't prepare for markets. Then you go bath picking. Then you go decide you go cook waiting. Everybody go chop for house. Then you go clean the whole house. That is leadership in itself. That is time management. That is managing people. You not get to be politician to be leader. What thing you do for your house? Now leadership. What thing you do for your house? Now leadership. What thing you do for your market? Now leadership. Many of us wait here. We don't send our people go school. We waiting with they sell. Now leadership. I beg. Why work for yourself? Work for yourself. The skills that you are hiding and you are thinking are unimportant. Listen, God gave you those gifts for something. That wisdom that you use to settle family disputes, your community needs that wisdom. That marketplace intelligence where they use take, sell, and buy things, turn small money to big money, your community need that wisdom. The patience that you have in training your younger ones, your community. Okay. I know that in the past, we're not always involved in community development. But that is changing. And I thank God for Ògíamẹ, Atuwatse III, that has made that available to us. We have brought the government to the palace. The Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs, you are here, we drag you, ma. We have brought the government to the palace, and they are eager to listen and to act. So please, when you are invited to meetings like this, or you are asked to take up positions, it is your chance to use the same skills that you are using in your home and your businesses to be successful. Bring them forward. It's your chance to own your place at the table. And instead of feeling grateful just to be included, exercise leadership. Use your voice. Use your skills. I hear some of you thinking, but Olori, we don't want to compete with our men. Oh. But this is not competition. We were not made to compete. We were made to complement. Our men are very important. Our men give us relevance. I won't be standing here if Ògíamẹ did not give me a platform. Men have their roles and women have their roles. We are not trying to be our men. We are trying to be the best women we can be. Just as we need good fathers and husbands, our communities need strong women who can step up and co-build our communities. So women, we must work together. No jealousy, no fighting. Collaborate all the way. Because when one woman succeeds, we all gain. Her success opened doors for all of us. As your mother, I am committed to seeing every single one of you step into your full power. That's why we are running meetings like this. Because inside of every single one of you is a leader waiting to emerge. A leader waiting to birth great things in her communities. When I look to you, I don't just see traders. I see leaders. I see change makers. I see destiny shapers. I see warrior women who will transform our communities. I see the future of the Warri Kingdom sitting in front of me. So it is time for Ishekiri women to exercise leadership at all levels, starting exactly where you are with what you have. So today, I want to challenge you. Stop hiding your gifts. Step up for your community. Let us work together to birth and to build great things, from Usele to Ologbo, from Ebrokiti to Ajamora. It is time for us to lead boldly, speak up confidently, and act decisively. God bless you. God bless the Warri Kingdom. Thank you all for listening to me this morning. Olori yana tabe yana. Oh yana.
We thank you once more. Our daughter, the Deputy Senate President, once more, she's an Ishekiri. Maternally from the Dare family. And of course, illustrious daughter of Ògíamẹ. Alo Ogbe.
Before I welcome our illustrious daughter, the senator, for her keynote address, I'm so proud to be standing here today. I can't tell you how proud I am. It's a very long journey to get home today. And as I hear our mother speak, the charge for us all to be leaders, the call for all of Iwere to come home, is why I stand before you today. We have a lot of work to do. I have dreamt of this day, and I'm so thankful that it is time for us all to step up, myself included, to elevate our kingdom, to stand proud as Ishekiris, just as I am. I used to call myself a thoroughbred, but I've learned yesterday that I am Shekiri front and back, because my mother and father are Shekiri. Please clap for me. It's not easy to be mother and father Shekiri these days. Thank you so much. But I'm proud to be here and honored to welcome our keynote speaker. The Senator Chantal Fanny is a distinguished Ivorian politician and diplomat, and of course, a daughter of our land. She is presently serving as the Deputy Senate President of Côte d'Ivoire and the first Vice President of the ECOWAS Female Parliament Association. She holds a degree in political science from Laval University and is pursuing a doctorate in political science at the Atlantic University of Abidjan. Additionally, she has earned a diploma, it's in French, a DESS in communication. Her career in public service commenced in 2006 as the Deputy Secretary of Foreign Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In 2013, she was elected Mayor of Kaniasso, a position to which she was re-elected in 2018. In October 2021, she was appointed Vice President of the Senate with the responsibility for diaspora and international cooperation. Furthermore, in December 2021, she was elected Secretary of ECOFEPA. Beyond her political roles, Senator Fanny is dedicated to advancing female leadership and empowerment. She's the founder of the Network of Women Leaders and has been actively engaged in initiatives aimed at increasing women's participation in governance and leadership throughout West Africa. Her unwavering commitment to public service and women's empowerment has positioned her as a prominent figure in Ivorian and West African politics. With a warm round of applause, Your Excellencies, please welcome Her Excellency, Senator Chantal Fanny, who also has a gift to present. You're welcome.
Applaudissez, s'il vous plaît. Applaudissez. Momagi, applaudissez. Applaudissez. Applaudissez, s'il vous plaît.
Good morning, everyone. Olori, Queen Olori. His Majesty, the King, Olu of Warri. His Majesty, the Queen, Olori. Ladies and gentlemen, member of the Royal Court, dear people of the Kingdom of Warri, land of my ancestors, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before talking about women, I just want to reaffirm my honor to be here and to be hosted by my Olu. I come from Abidjan, from Kanyaso, where my father is from. But, you know, I'm sure that I am the daughter of my mommy. So I'm sure that I'm from Warri. And I'm proud to be a grandson of Mallory de Diaré. As I said that the last time I came here, it was 50 years ago. I was 9, 10, because I'm going to turn 59 this year. And I came here, and the good memories I have is with my grandfather. He used to have a cinema, and I was in Ojon Road. And I was with him watching TV. He gave me a lot of sweet and everything, and look at me as I was a stranger because he said, my daughter have this baby. But I'm very proud to be here. I'm proud that the link is still here. And to me, to be here with my kids means a lot for me because I lost almost all of my auntie and uncle from Warri. The remaining one is two, my mother and my auntie, Auntie Pipi Fawoli. She's Mrs. Fawoli now. The two are the remind one of the Diaré, Mallory the Diaré line. And it was very important for me to keep my children coming here. Because if my mommy died and don't have a real link with you, it's something like it will finish. So I want them to come here, to be easy here, so them, the children and the grandchildren can keep on having Shekiri link. But I cannot come and talk without saying thank you to the Olu of Warri, bringing some present from Ivory Coast. Please, the people coming with the present. La délégation vient pour offrir. All of these come from Ivory Coast. It's the typical things from Abidjan. And we want you to know that we are one. And this is all what we have in the heart. We bring it to you. This is the cacao of Ivory Coast, cocoa of Ivory Coast. And when our president, Alassane Ouattara, give a gift to somebody when he comes to Abidjan is this. And he gives me this to give to the Olu of Warri. I would like to, before the hand, the best for the hand. What I'm wearing, this, I don't know, you call this lace. When I was about to come, the founder of Ivory Coast, President Félix Houphouët-Boigny, first president of Ivory Coast, he was the one who made my father born, because he made my father born. And we have close relation. And I went to his wife, because he died, of course. I went to his wife to say that I'm coming to Warri. She's 96 years old. His name is Thérèse Houphouët-Boigny. When she heard that I have to come, she gave me this fabric and she said that I want you to sew it, to wear it when you be in Warri. And she takes picture of it with me, so I should show it to the Olu, saying that she loves the Olu and she's proud that I'm coming back home. So I will give the picture of her to Olu and the Queen, so she knows, they will know that she's have them in her heart. Now I'm going to talk about woman, our life, we as a woman. It's a great honor for me to share this moment of exchange with you on such an important topic as the role of women in the development of the community. Before addressing this subject, allow me to express my deep gratitude to our Queen, Her Royal Majesty Olori Atuwatse for initiating this framework for exchange and mutual enrichment. Ladies and gentlemen, all around the world, women play an essential role in their communities. This role encompasses social, economic, cultural, and political dimensions. They are the pillars of family and key actors in economic. Yet their contributions are often underestimated. I will discuss with you the role women play in the community, in Ivory Coast, in ECOWAS, before identifying some obstacles that needs to be addressed to enhance women's contribution with the development of our society. I want especially the Queen Olu to be our leader in ECOWAS Parliament female activities. I want especially her to play a role in West Africa. I take the engagement to be close to her and take her all over West Africa countries. She will talk about how it's good and very helpful to be a leader as she is. Throughout history, women have represented the foundation of well-being and stability of families. They have always performed heavy labor to sustain their family while ensuring the education of their members. I can take my example. I have a lot of things to do. I don't sleep before 5 o'clock in the morning and wake up at 8. I don't know how I can stand, but I cannot sleep. The day I'm doing my business, I'm doing my work as a political woman. When I come back home, you cannot imagine, but I have to cook. My husband wants me to cook. My children want me to cook. I can give an example. I went to my place in the north of Ivory Coast, and I stayed 4 days. But I cook everything before going. Even my husband is outside country, but I cook for 10 days food for him in France. He take it to France with him. So when I came back home, it was 8 o'clock in the night, and I was tired, really. And one of my son, especially Mallory, is very tough. He said, "Mommy, for 4 days I didn't eat. I want you to cook." He want to eat eba. And comment on appelle sauce graine? Sauce graine. Sauce graine. Banga stew. You want with stash. You want to eat it at this time. And Orishewaimi want to eat jollof rice. So at 8 o'clock, I start cooking for them. You know, it's not easy to be mommy, to be wife, and to be economic and political woman. But I love to do it. I love to do it because without me, they don't know how to do. They are loose without me. So my first goal, I should let you know, is education. Because when women are educated, they can do everything, but they do it with fineness, with class. So I'm working so hard. Girls should be educated and well educated. That's why when I was a mayor in my place, There was no school, high school, when you finish primary school, there was no school to go to middle school, to high school. They have to go far from their parents. So when I was elected in 2013, April, I say, you're going to have a school. So you're not going to be far from your family. So in September 2013, I built a school, and now we have 500 girls and boys going to school. What I ask them is to go to school, not to pay something. What I ask them, go to school only. They don't pay something. So education is very important. Very, very important for development. Boys and girls. Girls, yes, but boys, because we should educate them to care about girls. Indeed, in rural area, women are often first worker the land. She work in the land, cultivate very hard. They not only feed their family, but also all the community. But by participating in local market, ensuring supply and national market. That's why I help them having mechanic things to go ahead and faster, so it's easier for them. In Côte d'Ivoire, for example, the food crops sector is also almost entirely managed by women through large cooperative. And our First Lady, Dominique Ouattara, helped women to have some credit with 0% loans to have activities. So this is a very good thing because she almost helped 1 million women in Ivory Coast. In cities, women are also present in the processing and service sector as business leaders, where they often excel more than men because they ask a lot to women. And a woman should do twice, 3 times to prove that they are equal than men. Another role of women in the one they play in organization, assembly, and decision-making bodies. As I said, when I was first elected as a mayor, up to 200, we was 12 women mayor in 2013. And in 2018, when I was elected as a senator, we were 8 up to 99. So it's very easy, and we are working hard to put women in politics, because women in politics can help us having a lot of law to help women go ahead. Today, the presence of women increasingly mark in decision-making sphere, and within assembly, their contributions are crucial for adopting fairer decisions in the interest of the community, even in their representation mean very low. For instance, concerning myself, I am both a wife, as I told you, mother who ensure the well-being of my family and the education of my children as my mother showed me. I'm also the founding president of the group of education institution. As I told you, I built it in my area in Kanyaso to help my people, but I have several schools in Abidjan and 2 universities because education is important for me. That's why I will take the chance to ask to my Olu, a small land in the Warri, to build a primary school, French primary school in Warri. We would like to make it for September. So, please, I want to do it for my people, for you. So we're going to have a good link. They will be bilingual, so they can come to Abidjan, and some of them can come to Warri. In conclusion, women are the heart of the development of our communities and the future of the societies. When women thrive, their family benefit, the whole society benefit, the community gain, and the entire nation reaps for the reward. I would like to conclude my remark with this reflection for President Joaquim Chissano, former president of Mozambique, who said, I'm quote, "Women and girls are Africa's most important yet under-utilized resources. It is the not diamond or oil or mineral who will be the source of real equitability and sustainable progress. Health and development expert economics, NGOs, UN agency, and even bank agree that expanding freedoms, education, and opportunities for women is the key to inclusive economic growth. This is the truth for the whole world and particularly true for Africa." End of quote. Thank you for your attention. God bless you. God bless our Olu. God bless our Queen.
Otene yene abe yene.
Ajade de Mokin. Levez-vous, Okache Akoro, levez-vous, Akoro, levez-vous, levez-vous, levez-vous. Applaudissez. Antigui, applaudissez.
1, 2.
Ok. Asseyez-vous, Kache Sikale. Asseyez-vous, Ashikale. Osengwa.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, Your Majesties, you would agree that 50 years is a long time. If somebody has been gone 50 years, you would say the person is lost. So to come back after 50 years is a phenomenal achievement.
Even to add to that, the only French school I can remember is lying and situated at Ajara Badagry. And by September, we're expecting a French primary school in Warri Kingdom. Hello, Ogbe.
Your Excellency, it's indeed an honor to have you back, ma'am. And it's an honor to hear your commitment to wanting to connect with the kingdom. It's very powerful. For me, it continues to echo, I want to say the trailblazer, but it continues to echo the uniqueness of the father that we have and his vision to make that call during the coronation to say, Omiwere, come back home. This is a manifestation of that, Your Excellency. So thank you for being the trailblazer in that sense. I am behind you because mine is not quite 50 years. It's about 40-something. So it is a powerful thing. And I want to assure you that more are coming.
Amen.
My job, the thing that I am doing, is to go and find them wherever they are in the world, and we will bring them to home. Thank you. Now we have some special speakers in the house to come and give us a few special remarks. Every single woman here, you are important. You are a leader. And you are going to hear from some exceptional leaders. No, let me correct that. Some exceptional Ishekiri leaders to tell us a little bit about themselves and what we can glean from them and the impacts that they have had. Our first leader speaking to us today, I almost want to say she needs no introduction, but she's an esteemed, renowned Ishekiri woman. She's a pioneering beauty entrepreneur and the founder of House of Tara International, a leading Nigerian makeup and skincare company. She's recognized for establishing the professional makeup industry in Nigeria in the late 1990s and has been featured among Forbes' top 50 most powerful women in Africa. Her efforts have inspired numerous women to pursue careers in entrepreneurship and beauty. You could say that she created an industry. With a warm round of applause, please welcome none other than Mrs. Tara Fela Durotoye. Mobi abemi lue ogbe.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so ashamed that I can't speak Ishekiri. When my mother watches this video, I'm sure she's going to cry. But I'm so proud to be here and so proud of my Olu and my Olori. And why am I proud? I'm proud because as a Lagosian that I am and a Nigerian that I am, everywhere I go that people hear that I'm Ishekiri, they immediately want to be associated simply because of my Olu. Ògíamẹ, you have made us very proud. Olori, you keep making us proud. Thank you for allowing our shoulder to be high. I am Sage, ni Sage, my father Sage, my mom Omaomi from Ugorodo. I spent, from when I was 6 till 11, every Christmas was spent in Warri. So I enjoyed my time in Warri, and I always loved coming back. I was here at the coronation of the present Olu, excited and proud of my culture and my heritage. I would like to also acknowledge my beloved husband who's here in the room. He is a man who has supported me. We're talking about the role of women in our community. Without him, okay. And so, as an entrepreneur that I am, the success that I've achieved, I would not have achieved it without a supportive spouse and a supportive husband. So I'd like to share out to all the men in the room, if your wife is an entrepreneur, for her to achieve much more than you can imagine, it will come because of the support that you will give to her. So thank you, Mr. Fela Durotoye, for the support that I've enjoyed in the last 27 years. When I was invited to speak to the women, what Olori wanted me to talk about was how women can lead enterprise development through their communities. And for her, what she was saying is, I know you as an entrepreneur, I know you are someone who has built your community as well from entrepreneurship. How can you share your story in a way that the women in the room can also learn and do? And I'm sure there are many of you here who are already entrepreneurs, and who have been entrepreneurs for a long time. Whether it is in your market that you're selling, buying and selling, that's entrepreneurship. And some have built beyond small scale to medium scale. I would like to give a round of applause to every woman here who is in business. Some of you may already know my story, but 27 years ago, I was an undergraduate in the university in Lagos. I had 15,000 naira, and I started a small micro business. That small micro business was just going from house to house, making up for people who were getting married. There was a problem, I found a solution. The problem was people who were getting married wanted to be beautiful. They wanted to be beautified. They wanted someone who would take the responsibility to do so. That was a gap. I found the solution. My skill, my hand, my fingers, my brushes, my brown powder, as they will call it, my lipstick, my blusher, and I went from house to house. When I started 27 years ago, nobody else in Nigeria was doing it as a business. So that young girl, an undergraduate, started something small. But that seed grew, and it grew because I was consistent. And with my consistency, I was also excellent in what I was doing. As I was doing it excellently, opportunities began to grow. So from that small, tiny 15,000 business doing makeup, it grew from that to a retail chain of stores. How many people have heard of House of Tara in the room? Thank you. So the reason why House of Tara is the well-known name today is because one girl took that small skill with that small money and started consistently to build something. Today, we have retail stores across the country. In every major city in Nigeria, there is a House of Tara. From Kano to Kaduna, from Ilorin to Asaba, from Benin to Uyo, from Uyo to Enugu, from Lagos to Ibadan, across the country. Apart from Nigeria, we're in Ghana, we're in Kenya, and we have distributors all around the world. It moved from not just the retail, thank you, not just the retail business, but we also started having people who were interested in learning the trade. I want to be a makeup artist like you. How can I be a makeup artist like you? And I opened a makeup school. Today we have makeup schools across Nigeria training makeup artists for the industry. So every time you see a makeup artist serving you somewhere, they are either connected to House of Tara or connected to somebody who was trained by House of Tara or connected to somebody who trained House of Tara that was trained by House of Tara that was trained by House of Tara. From the school, as I was training in the school, people were saying, we need products. We need our own product, a product that fits us, that is available to us. Then I went and created our own makeup line. House of Tara produced the first indigenous makeup brand. Before anybody in Nigeria had a makeup brand, an Iwere land girl came up with the first makeup brand in Nigeria. Today, we stand as an inspiration to many other brands. Today, many people have brands, but this was started by one girl who started small. The third was it wasn't enough that I was building a business. It was generating income from me. I decided I wanted to have impact. And this is what the Olori is very particular about. Is that she's saying to us, I don't want us to just build businesses. I want us to build businesses that are impacting our community, making it a better place, making other people generate money because of the money that we are generating. And I went on the path of impact. And what was impact? I started to train people and mentor. So if you're an entrepreneur here, you started a business, make sure that you are training 1, 2, 3 people. Teach them the skill that you have learned about entrepreneurship. Teach them the skill that you have learned about how to trade so that they can also do the same. And as you're teaching them, ask them to also teach others. Is that okay? Are you with me? So this is impact. So I was making money, that's income. But now I was ready to make an impact. The question is, so why? People say to me, why are you training people? You want them to be better than you. They're going to have more money than you. They're going to be more popular than you. I don't train, no. I don't want anybody to know my trade secrets. And they will say it to me over and over again. But Olori has said, I don't want us to be entrepreneurs, just entrepreneurs, business people. I want us to be leaders. You cannot be a leader if you are not impacting. So I went on the higher highway. And the higher highway was the path of income, but also impact. So if you are making money, it's not enough for you to make money. It's also important for you to change lives. Train somebody else. If you're doing business here in Warri, make sure that when you wake up at the end of this year, you say, this number of people are people who I supported. I taught them what I knew. I taught them what they needed to know. I advised them. I sponsored them. I called people to support them. And that's how I've become who I am. My last point is from income to impact, also led to influence. Today, my Olu and Olori have recognized me by inviting me to speak on this platform. I will not be on this platform if I didn't make an impact. So today, I have influence. I have influence because they've given me this platform to speak to this audience of people in the room. Am I correct? So we must, as Ishekiris, number one, make sure that as we are entrepreneurs and making income, we must make impact. As we make impact, we must have influence. So, income, impact, influence. If you have not generated money and touched lives, you cannot have influence. This is my charge to everyone today. Thank you, my king and my queen.
The first female vice chancellor, Professor Chief Mrs. Grace Alele. The first female lawyer from Southwest, South-South, and Southeast, Barrister Mrs. Grace Ogbemini Eduku. So now, the first makeup artist in that, go anywhere and hit your chest. She's an Ishekiri too. Ewo, Tokeme Dede. Ewo, Tobo Uru Dede. Oghíamẹ tabe yana. Olorida, oyene tabe yana.
Our next powerful speaker is another powerful Shekiri woman. She serves as in the Delta State Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Community Support Services, and Girl Child Development. She is dedicated to empowering young girls and women, focusing on initiatives that promote education, entrepreneurship, and community development. Her work champions sustainable progress and gender equality in Delta State. She is none other than the Honorable Commissioner Orode Oduaha.
Your Majesty, Ògíamẹ Atuwatse III, CFR, the Olu of this great Warri Kingdom. Ògíamẹ swore, Her Majesty, Olori Atuwatse III, the beautiful, if I may say, the most beautiful queen of our time, the queen consort of Warri Kingdom. Honorable Senator Fanny Moussokoura Chantal. I practiced that Moussokoura, so I'm proud of myself that I could pronounce it. The Deputy Senate President of the Republic of Côte and the first Vice President of Aghofen. Please permit me to stand on already established protocols. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ishekiri women on a day here. It's not loud enough. Ishekiri women on a day here. It is a profound honor to stand before you today as an illustrious daughter of this great Warri Kingdom, as we gather to engage in what promises to be a historic occasion for all of us, particularly as women in leadership. Today, we are here to honor the legacies of women who are part of this great kingdom, who have shattered ceilings, defied the odds, and dared to make their voices heard in spaces where they were often unseen. Our presence here is evidence of the strength and determination of women who have taken the torch of leadership and continue to light the path for others. A lot of us in this room are standing here today because we had women who decided to think beyond themselves and think about what it meant to shape a culture that is comfortable with having a 35-year-old woman like myself as a member of the Delta State Executive Council. Leadership, as we all know, is not for the faint of heart. It requires vision, resilience, and an unyielding commitment to the ideals of justice, fairness, and inclusive development. But today, I'm going to be intentional about not dwelling on the obstacles that we often encounter as women, starting from when we are girls. But I'm going to focus on the importance of the power of unity that always generates an unstoppable force, and how that unity sets a precedence for the girls we are raising and the next generation of women. Something has shifted in our time. I know that we've read books and studied the history of women who have done amazing things, but I dare say that now we are experiencing a shift like never before. Here in Nigeria and across Africa, we are witnessing the power of women who are rising to leadership in politics, in business, in traditional leadership, in religious leadership, and in community service. We are seeing the direct impact of this leadership in the policies that we champion, the lives that we are touching, the communities we are uplifting. There is a show of a collective journey happening across the globe where women are moving together towards a more inclusive society. And although still very much filled with challenges, I am learning really quickly that every challenge is an opportunity to prove that we women belong at every table of decision making. It is those decisions that we make that creates opportunities for girls to thrive, because activating the girl child as a leader for tomorrow requires a multifaceted approach. From access to education and mentorship, we must create environments that foster confidence, critical thinking, and leadership skills in our girls. In my capacity as a Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs, Community Support Services, and Girl Child Development here in Delta State, and through programs such as We for Her and the Bastion Initiative, I have seen firsthand the transformative effects of empowering women, young women, and girls, particularly in governance, skills, entrepreneurship, politics, and I dare say financial stability. Thankfully, His Excellency Governor Sheriff Oborore's administration, in which I serve, has designed multiple programs and strategic leadership initiatives in fields like science, business, arts, entrepreneurship, and technology, because we know that when girls are empowered, they grow up to be women who ensure that entire families, communities, and nations thrive. And it is my deepest belief that the future of Africa lies in the hands of the women who dare to lead. There is no I on this journey. I cannot make sure that the young women who I lead as the female coordinator of the South-South region are interested in governance, or the young girls whom I design growth programs for actually utilize these opportunities on my own. Olori cannot push to make sure our voices are heard or to elevate Africa on her own. Senator Chantal cannot support women across the ECOWAS nations alone. To make progress and to attain our goals, our efforts must be matched by a strong network of support, men and women alike, who understand the necessity of this shared vision. Today, as we sit here in the presence of such extraordinary leadership, let us remember that we are not only inheritors of a proud legacy of female leadership, we are also the architects of the future. A future where every young girl, no matter her background, can rise to her full potential and lead with confidence. I conclude by celebrating my queen. Please, let us give another round of applause for my queen. Her Majesty Olori Atuwatse III, whose vision and commitment to uplifting women continues to inspire us all. We honor your leadership and the role you are playing in creating platforms for women to engage, collaborate, and make meaningful change. And to our father, the king of the great Warri Kingdom, His Majesty Ògíamẹ Atuwatse III, CFR, for putting his full body forward so that we can be heard. He didn't just give us his shoulders. You know when they say, oh, you give your shoulder for you to stand on. In our own case, he gave us his head to his toe so that we can stand on. Women, Ishekiri women, if you are proud of the king that you have, rise up and give him a round of applause. Oghíamẹ. So, thank you for giving women in this kingdom a voice. You know, on Coronation Day, Ògíamẹ made a pronouncement that women in the Ishekiri Kingdom will be heard. Women in Warri Kingdom will be heard. And we are standing today and they are hearing us. Thank you. Let this town hall not just be a gathering of minds, but a call to action, an invitation to strengthen our resolve, expand our networks, and take bold steps towards a kingdom, a state, a nation, and a continent where women lead at every level and girls grow up to become these women who are not afraid of themselves. God bless you. God bless Warri Kingdom. God bless Delta State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And God bless Africa. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put hands together for our daughter, Orode Oduan. Our illustrious daughter, I must confess that recently, when they gave her the assignment to distribute palliative, she stood her ground and made sure they were evenly distributed among the 25 local governments in Delta State. Let's celebrate her once more. Our proud daughter, Orode Oduan and Edokwe Dosangbere. Ògíamẹ.
Now we welcome another illustrious child of the Ishekiri Kingdom. A special advisor to the Delta State government on community. He plays a crucial role in formulating and implementing policies aimed at enhancing community engagement and socio-economic growth within Delta State. His leadership fosters great collaboration between government and local communities. Please welcome Dr. Toyin Agbolaya.
Alo Ogbe. Erubo. Lo.
Our beloved and wonderful Majesty Ògíamẹ Atuwatse III, CFR, the Olu of Warri Kingdom. Our wonderful and beloved Olori Atuwatse III, I called her Mommy of the whole world. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Ewo every Ishekiri dede. Ibante sengwa. Imefe anga. Ibangate yuano we. Ewo every Ishekiri dede. Ayena tabi ayena. Ògíamẹ, I don't know what I will say again, no? Because, Your Majesty, if you look at the flyer, you will see that I'm in between four women. I am in their middle. So it shows that I am blessed among women. And Ògíamẹ, I will beg, I need your protection, sir. Because at the end of this program, sir, I know what I will say. The men will not be happy with me. So I need your protection, Your Majesty. Let me begin by acknowledging that community development cannot be achieved if women are excluded. As the legendary Kofi Annan once said, there is no tool for development more effective than empowering the women. Women are the major forces to drive this project. They are the art of carrying positive changes and innovation in our communities. However, they are often underestimated and adapt, as their role are often limited to domestic sphere. As they used to say in those days, women education end in kitchen. I don't want to hear it again, no. I don't want to hear it again, no. Women education end in the high class of the country political situation. Your Majesty, the few time I've spent as the special advisor to the governor of Delta State on community development, His Excellency, Right Honorable Chief Sheriff Ovorodo Oborowori JP, I have realized that the task is not just to advise the governor on provision of social amenities and basic services or interfacing with communities' aid, but also capacity development and empowerment, as well as creating a sense of belonging to our people. In order to achieve this, the full inclusion and participation of women is required. As a result, our gender-friendly, loving governor presented startup pack to 33 beneficiaries of Women Economic Skill Acquisition Program, WISAP, which is made up of 220 women trained in various skills, which include fashion, hairdressing, catering, and event management. I will make you understand that in this 2025 budget, the Delta State government, our dear governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborowori, has put a widow program in the state, and he has said he will revisit it for widows in the state to benefit. Women ensure the safety, health, prosperity of our communities. They achieve this by holding families together, caring for the sick, providing emotional and sometimes psychological support to the needy in our community, as well as caring for the environment. They also enhance skills, education, economic support in terms of empowerment, and contribute to the local economy of our community. This is crucial in reducing poverty and improving the life standard of our people. Women have been at the forefront of many social and political movements, clamoring for justice, human rights, and equity. The lives of Aisha Yusuf, Esther Ibanga, and the leader of the Aba Women Riot of 1926, Mrs. Nwanyura, comes in mind. They have become instrumental in bringing about positive change to our communities and country. The inclusion of women in community decision-making process ensure that community development initiatives address the need of all. In Warri Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen, for example, His Majesty, Ògíamẹ, Atuwatse the third CFRO, the Olu of Warri, made a declaration during his coronation day, and I quote, "We will look to honor our women. We will encourage them, build them, and support them in realizing their inestimable potentials." Ògíamẹ, unquote. This declaration has seen several women excel in different aspects, as we can see what the speakers have said here. Her Majesty, the Queen Consort of Warri Kingdom, Olori Ògíamẹ Atuwatse III, has taken the lead by organizing various community capacity building and skill development programs for women. These initiatives have uplifted a lot of women from poverty within Warri communities and beyond. Therefore, women's role in the progress of our community cannot be overemphasized. So, how do we support the role of women in our community? Number one, we must recognize and value the role women contribute in the communities and provide them with equal opportunity for training, education, employment, and economic empowerment. Laws, policies that discriminate against women must be totally eradicated. We must also support, empower our women to take over leadership roles and decision-making in the communities. They must be empowered to succeed, and their achievement must be celebrated. Thanks to Arise News and This Day for recognizing our dear mother of the whole world, the Queen Consort of Warri Kingdom, Olori Atuwatse III, with the Young Global Leadership Award, and to many others. Number three, we must recognize and address intersectional barriers. We must acknowledge that their experiences are shaped by class, disability, and sexual orientation, and develop strategies that address this multiple form of oppressions for the women. In conclusion, women's roles in community development are vital in creating a just and sustainable society. To achieve this, the welfare of women must be given utmost priority. They must be treated equitably with love, adored, shared, treasured, valued, respected, supported, protected, pampered, appreciated, and cared for. And they must be empowered to strive for sustainable development. Let us continue to champion inclusion, collaboration, and bold leadership, because when women strive, community will flourish. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Dr. Toyin Agbolaya, JP. He has been serving the kingdom for about 3 decades, meritoriously. Let's put our hands together for him once more. Ògíamẹ, we are progressing. Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Majesty, next to address us is your own Chief, Chief Dr. Mrs. Caroline O. Ajuya, the Olunurara of Warri, alias Irolube. A seasoned medical professional. She has transitioned from clinical health practice to healthcare management, as exemplified by her 2018 valedictory lecture titled A Journey from medicine to management. Her contributions to healthcare, cultural preservation, and advocacy for cultural conservation have significantly contributed to Warri's social and cultural development. Your Majesty, I present to you one of our chiefs to address Your Majesty and audience here gathered. Irolobe. She also served numerous committees in Olu of Warri coronation anniversaries. Irolobe, Irobo.
Your Excellency, His Royal Majesty, the Olu of Warri, Atuwatse III. Her Excellency, Queen Consort, the Olori of the Kingdom, I respect you. The Senator, I've tried, and I'm going to try to pronounce that word, the name I see here. Pardon me for any shortcoming, but what I see here is what I'm going to say. Senator Fanny Moussokoura Chantal. Permit me to stand on all existing protocol. I'm not going to read from the book at all. I'm going to share my experience with you. I was born some 66 years ago. I started my life. I tell you the truth, I had 2 elder brothers in front and 2 next to me. So my survival started. I was just like a boy. I fought them. I did everything they did. Went to secondary school, so it was predominantly male. I went to the university to study a course, medicine, predominantly male. I elected to go for postgraduate rare cardiology, and I thank God for that. But behind all that, I stand here to be corrected. My husband, in memory of late engineer Sir Lawrence Ajuya, was my backbone. He stood behind me. He was for me. In fact, people used to address him. Madam. Now, Madam husband be that, now Dr. Ajuya husband. And he never grumbled. We all pray to have that support. We women, we need that support. Either your husband or a partner who believes in you, who shares your vision. Once you have that, and you are a good woman, you must obey him. You must share with him. I can tell you, the sky is the limit for you. And so when you start on that foot, you then know that you are ready to share and help your community. The role we women have to play. What are we going to do to help to develop our society? How can that come through? It can come through when you have, 1, the self-determination. That's what those men are doing, that you can also do it. It's not going to be easy. It was never easy. As I rose to become the permanent secretary for almost 13 years, even when I went to the Kuru, Institute of Policy and Development, NIPS, National Institute of Policy and Strategic Development. Those men don't want you to talk. Because you have just the military officers and everybody there. But if you prove your worth, they will listen to you. If you prove your worth, they will respect you. If you prove your worth, you'll be able to deliver. As community, what you want to do is to be a leader, not to a dictatorship. You want to gather everybody. You want everybody to know your aims, your goal. Where are you going to? And where will you get to? And how will you get there? You need everybody's contribution. Why women matter in building stronger communities. Why? We women, we control critical aspects of community life. Like the senator here told you, it is we women that till the ground. If you go to all the rural areas, we are the farmers, subsistence farming. But I thank God that she said she has even developed her own hire, and there's mechanical farming. And we hope that someday in this Iwere land, we will get to that position of not our women just suffering and tilling the ground manually, but mechanically. We need to empower our women. We say why they matter in building stronger communities. We need to empower them. Because when we empower them, we give them the ability to drive development, particularly in the rural areas. Role of women in society and family. I enjoyed you and I respect you once again, Senator, for your multiple role and how you make it possible. You don't say because you are a big lady, you forget your family or you forget your community. She's a role model for me today. Even though she's younger than me, I say kudos to you. Like we say, women are the backbone of family and communities. They provide care, support, and they nurture their families. They are essential to the development of children. That I want everybody to take note. We all know what has been happening in this country in the last couple of years, where what I never heard of about 15 years ago, something they call Yahoo Yahoo. Yeah, okay. And when they say Yahoo Yahoo, your children bring, if you take a biro that does not belong to you when I was in primary school, you've got to explain to my mother. Oh. You've got to take it back. Oh. You've got to take it back. And you've got to show her your own. You've got to find your own in that classroom. But now, somebody brings what? Vehicles, buys you a house, and you know it does not have that means, and you accept it. That's not good training. And one of our responsibilities we should remember is to develop our children. But what is happening now is backfiring now. Now they are using their parents as what? Guinea pigs to make this money. It is now that the parents are shouting, Mobia dede. Oto emamun te jo, te she toro, to magigi, e she toro, magbano woru. Gigbe gido mulu de. Go ise wa she toro be. Magbano woru. All above about the role of women in society and family can be summed up in 3 words: reproductive, productive, and community managing role. Challenges faced by women in community development. There's no gain about it. That's what I said when I started. Gender inequality. Persistent social and cultural norm, values, limits women's access to decision-making roles. Limited access to resources. Women often face barriers to funding, land ownership, and education. The workload burden. She enumerated it. There can't be a better enumeration than we heard today. She gets home at 8 p.m. and the children are requesting for different meals. The husband who had to travel for 10 days, she had to unpack and arrange everything. You have to balance all these domestic duties and community involvement. That means you have to manage your time. Ni ko wo ma to ale ma to o wa ne mi gigbara regi. Wawe mo she no nuwe. When you do that, then you know that you are contributing to the society. Importance of women empowerment for development. It helps boost women's status through literacy education training and awareness creation. Attainment of life skills to stand up against discrimination and violence. We know we cannot, there's no undertone on that word called violence. But today, or surprisingly, again, because of inadequacy, because of improper bringing up of our children, you even find women being violent. Why? We are not known for that gra-gra now. Women, we want to build society. Please. Then I want to also, in conclusion, remind us that women are mothers, caregivers, entrepreneurs, and activists. Women must be strong enough to overcome diversity and discrimination. Women must be determined to participate in the development of the community. The driven approach should include development interest, development need, previous development experience, and service to the community, and also we must benefit from it materially. You don't work without benefits. And then I end my talk with this quote. Onu's quote in 1998. I quote. He said, "Women are the heart of development. They control most of the non-money economy, that's subsistence agriculture, bearing and raising children, doing domestic labor, and taking important parts in the money economy, which is trading, formal sector, and wage employment. The benefits of women economic empowerment are as follows. They ensure women can equally participate and benefit from decent work and social protection. They can access markets and have control over resources, their own time, lives, and borders. They can also ensure increased voice, heard, agency, and participation at all levels." End of quote. I cannot leave this place without talking about our present Ògíamẹ and our Olori. Mo fẹ́ dan retí o. Mẹ́wàá kú bòwe àti mẹ́fọ̀fọ̀ Ògíamẹ báyàrò Olori. À ń fẹ́ dẹ́nẹ́ wọ́gbà o. À ń fẹ́ wọ́gbà. Dan lèlè àrùn. Urunkurun tá máa gígbàngí dá ń ṣe. Mo fẹ́ gígbàngí ilé ìtàn àwọn iná lèlèwé. Bó tó sàn àwọn iná mú àrùn rè. Dá lèlè àrùn. Dá gúṣẹ́gbà o. Dá gúṣẹ́gbà o. Tó ìṣẹ̀gbà àwọn iná o.
Ẹnẹ́dọ́pẹ́, irọ́ ló bè, ló bá lọ́wọ́ gbẹ. Chief Dr. Mrs. Caroline Ajoya, former Medical Director, Central Hospital Warri, former Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Delta State, Academic Her Excellency. Irolobe, Enedokpe Oyowo, Mubalewogbe.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from 4 very powerful speakers, from the foundation of the beauty industry to leaders in governance and medicine. The objective of today was for you to take something away from this event. How are you going to be a leader? How are you going to transform your communities? Now we're going to move on and give you the opportunity to ask questions of these 4 distinguished speakers. So we only have a very short time, so we're going to come around, take a few questions. Please, when you're going to ask your question, introduce yourself and tell us who your question is for out of our 4 speakers. So we'll come around with the mic now. Please signal by raising up your hand, and we'll take a few questions for our speakers.
Amen. To for gbogbo o ma ni question to fe biro. Ka gbe orura re, o ma biro kuro. Ona to fe do mu wara ni. O ka gbe oruko nne. Eno awe mi microphone gbere do gba for. So please, the time is counting. Questions. They will tell us who you are directing your question to. Is it the Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs? Is it Irolobe? Or our makeup great artist all the way from Lagos State? So please indicate. Woman for comfort of February, where woman oye to ye to femushi jedenema. Idri uno, baba we ketegbade. Lefunwa, oruko ese.
Orúkọ mi Comrade Queen Pesu. Please, what I want to say is that our 4th speaker from the Abidjan, he said he's going to give us a French school in the Warri Kingdom. We believe you, we thank you. But what I am contributing is that in the Shekiri Kingdom, in the Warri Kingdom, we need university, we need polytechnic, we need technical college, because we are the highest quantum in oil, 29% in quantum. But we don't have all these have counted. So we need these 3 things. I thank you.
No. Yes. Eko Mushiro. That is our advice. Madam, c'est bon.
Ògíamẹ. Untola mi fẹ́ fọ̀ ṣẹ́kí mo gbà fẹ́ fọ̀. Tẹ́mẹ̀ náà fún òyìnbó tó máa ju wọ́n mi. Ẹni ṣẹ́kírì. Ẹni lákùrán kan. Ó kà ṣàjẹ̀nẹ̀ fífọ̀. Orúkọ mi akápẹ́ un Rose Penose. Ẹni ní skul ìṣẹ́kírì. Ọ̀tẹ́nẹ̀ ègbì ìṣẹ́kírì. Ọlá ẹnẹwé ìṣẹ́kírì máa kàn tó ìṣẹ́kírì. Ẹni mà. Tẹ́ mo gbọ́ opportunity ìwé gbàbí ẹ̀. Ògíamẹ. Dáṣì preparation gbí school ìṣẹ́kírì. Ẹlígbòrè ọ̀mẹ́tíẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí tí mo fẹ́ gírẹ̀. Ògíamẹ.
Ẹnẹdọ́pẹ́. So done. Next question. Orúkọ rẹ̀ Májẹ̀dọ̀ Péjò.
Orúkọ mi Baro Bojo from Ògíamẹ community. Untemi fa fọ. Mo fa bí Ògíamẹ. Obi Olori. The key to King Axe, our great king, the most handsome king in the whole world, to Ishekiri. Though Tabagidi development nu aja ataje settle amnish development. Mo fa bí Olori tó ń bí Ugbajoye. Mo fa bí Olori tó bí king in Efo. Though settle Ugboede case bene. Mo bí o. Mo dákú ṣálẹ̀.
Ẹnẹdọ́pẹ́.
Peace tó wà ní bọ́ọ̀lù there. The development tó gbà mí ní wájà mo bẹ̀.
Ajamokian o. Ẹnẹdọ́pẹ́. Ó ṣe kí àìmì question tẹ̀lé wọn. Ọ̀fọ̀ kòkò fọ̀tò wúná tẹ̀lẹ́fọ̀ nínú wẹ̀. Àjọfàjàṣí. Ọ̀fọ̀ tẹ̀lẹ́fọ̀ nínú yẹ mẹ́rin wẹ̀ fọ̀. Wẹ́n ní question tàbí bí àárọ̀. Eré ìwúná wọn. Yes.
Ògíamẹ. Olórí one. Mo kí àyè mi, èmi tó fẹ́ fọ̀wé wọn á pín Mary for God. I greet our visitors that came to enlighten our women how to develop our community to be a good leader. This is what they said, not other talks they are talking. Oh, wait. Ma, I want to ask because as I'm here, I am bitter in my heart. Because our forefather, they refused to train female child. And what we are hearing now is paining us who did not go to school. Because assuming we went to school, what they are saying now, sometimes we will be part of it. Because we did not go to school, how are we going to develop our community? But by wisdom, understanding, to enlighten our women. What you know that is perfect that you know, you put it in them. And let them learn. Also, they will go and teach others. This is what they brought to us. So, our father, Ògíamẹ Atuwatse the third, CSRO. Sir, I am begging for our community in Shekiri that is under our father. They should allow the women to rule in the community. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Papa, they don't give women a chance to rule because they want to take over. If you are a woman that they want to give you an opportunity to rule, you have to open, close. But a good leader will not do that because we want our women to know we have a leader that we are looking unto. The Bible said, I look unto the hill from where cometh our helps. And our helps comes from the Lord, the creator of heaven and earth. We are looking at Olori, our mother. He's showing us a road that will lead us, that we will not miss road. I pray that heaven and earth will build a wall of defense around you, that you will take us to the promised land. Mama, God will richly bless you. In Jesus' mighty name.
Mary for Christ. Ekabu ono diene dokwe.
Ògíamẹ.
Ajede Rikpao, question tafem. This question goes to Honorable Commissioner, so please listen, Madam.
Ògíamẹ. Olori. My name's Mrs. Temnere Awani Aguma. My question goes to our dear Honorable Orode Udwan. While she was speaking to us, she told us that there are empowerments for young ladies on skill acquisition. But many times when this empowerment come out, before we get to know of it, the slots are already given out. So many of our children don't benefit. So I don't know if there's a way she can help us. If going through the schools to pick children so that they can benefit from this empowerment. That's my question.
Ògíamẹ. Shakiri, Warri Kingdom women. Okay, so let me just answer that question. I can proudly say that maybe in the past it was like that. But in the past 1 year that your daughter has been in this position, it has changed. I can tell you for free. If you go around, we've created a structure where you don't need to know anybody in government to get a slot. You don't need to know anybody so that it goes round. What we've done is we've done the slots in such a way that your ward, the wards you are from, right? If you are from like Ward 10 in Warri South Local Government or Ward 11 in Warri North, you get slots. But the slots are not given to the leaders. We have our girls who came to your local government secretariats to register. Last year alone, we trained 250 girls per local government across Delta State. And it was on a purely merit basis. You didn't have to know, go and ask your daughters when you go back. You didn't have to know anybody to apply. So we are changing the structure. It's not perfect yet. You know, because say I be woman and I'm small sometimes. There's still fight still there when they fight to make sure say our people benefit. But I go still they fight and make una no worry. But for now, we have created a structure that is transparent and open for everyone, regardless of who you are and where you're from. You can go around and ask across Delta State. Thank you.
Your Majesty, lastly, may we take a question from Mrs. Omolubi, please.
Ògíamẹ, the Olori, I have one question. I really don't know 122. You talked about women not seeing ourselves as rivals. But today, there's strong jealousy between women. When Mrs. Fela was talking, you can imagine the lambast she got from people not wanting to expose what she does. These things are affecting us. How do we bridge this gap where there will be women we see ourselves as wanting to empower ourselves at all times? Then I also want to encourage us, apart from entrepreneurship, there are careers women can build in. Women can join uniform jobs. They can be in the banking sector. They should not limit ourselves in growing. Don't be intimidated. That's my own contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice contribution. Ògíamẹ.
Thank you very much for all of your questions. The engagement shows that we have a lot to say, but it also shows that we were listening. So this town hall meeting, everybody has taken something away from it. Even if it is going back home to tell your daughters that skill acquisition has been perfected, there is something to take from it. Tell them they are leaders. They are the future of tomorrow. So thank you very much. We are very quickly coming to the end of this wonderful event. Before we go, it's important that we hear from our Father, the person that we all gathered here today to see. You know, you didn't come to see me. You came because you were called. And you were called by our esteemed Father, the one that gives us pride to be Shekiri. It's not only my shoulder that is up, my head is up. Everything. You don't know I'm Shekiri. Have you met my father? So, if you were not listening to anything else today, put your phone down, ears open, because we are about to hear the closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Ajademokan. So please, gentlemen of the press, you've heard from my co-compere. Please busy your lenses as we hand over the microphone to His Majesty Ògíamẹ Atuwatse, the third CFR, to speak to us. Obi Ajederik Bao, Ajamokian, Ògíamẹ.
Ajamokian. Shekiri Dede Mokian. The Ambassador of Ivory Coast to Nigeria, Your Excellency, sir, you are very welcome. Thank you for adding the weight of your office and your person in this homecoming of our daughter. Your Excellency, you are welcome. My remarks are going to be few, but hopefully they will be heavy. I want to start by thanking God. What was said, and I believe with all humility, the words that flowed through me on the 21st of August 2021, they were divinely inspired. And I am so grateful to see the manifestation of those words coming to pass one step at a time. He said something on that day. If you identify as a Shekiri by your father, by your mother, by your grandfather, your grandmother, you are welcome to come back home and contribute your quota to making this people and this kingdom great. And I reiterate it again today. Every and any human being out there that has a drop of Ishekiri blood in them, that wants to come forward and identify and say, I am Ishekiri, you will be fully embraced and encouraged to do so. Privately, when we welcomed the Vice President of the Senate yesterday, it was largely observed, and I said it as well, when we also started our program, Aghofen, we could not have planned it like this. You can't plan it like this. God put the burden in our daughter's heart to find her way back home when her community happened to be on duty in this palace. Once again, all this for me and for those whose eyes are open shows that God is really with us. No doubts about it. God is interested in Ishekiri. God is interested in Warri Kingdom. And the world is going to come to be associated with Warri Kingdom and with Ishekiri. And so our minds, our hearts, our attitudes must be open, because we are going to have to accommodate a large multitude of people who are coming. Not coming to contend with us, but coming to associate, to partner, and to help us build. We must and we will be accommodating to them all. Before I go into two quick matters, I want to respond to the comment the lady made about women not being allowed to become leaders. in the world where we are today, except if you are talking about spiritual matters, if there is a spiritual embargo, it is God that is going to change whatever protocol there is there. But where it is not spiritual and it is about human development, any woman who is able to demonstrate that she has capacity and ability to make her society, her community better, Ògíamẹ is interested and encourages that woman to come forward. Let us hear your ideas, your suggestions, your contribution. Because it is not only men that will make Warri Kingdom great. It is men and women. And so it all comes down to how you see yourself. Not what they told you you are. Do you believe as a woman, as a young boy, as a young man, as the child of a woman, the child of a man, do you believe that you have it in you to contribute for good to this kingdom, to this community, to this society? If you believe you do, come forward and let your ideas be known. You will not be rejected, you will be encouraged. It is ideas that are going to move us forward. And male and female have ideas, so many ideas inside. And ideas are not supposed to remain inside your head. They are supposed to be voiced out. So, I welcome all the ideas that are inside all your heads, male and female, going forward. And God willing, we shall be greater and better for it. Now, finally, I was not expecting any gift from our daughter who came today. I was not expecting any gift because I already had something for you. So I see your gifts and I know that deep down, this that I have for you, once again, is divine, and it is due, it is deserving. August 2024, we commenced giving out awards to Ishekiri sons and daughters who have excelled in their individual careers and their fields. And we started by giving 10 of them. Today, I will be bestowing the same honor of the Royal Order of Iwere. In that inaugural address, I said that those awards would not only be restricted to those of Ishekiri extraction. I did say it in that address because I believe that the standard that God is setting in this kingdom, on this throne, non-Ishekiris will want to come and say, I covet this award, Baba. And if they are willing to demonstrate their contribution to making this kingdom great, they will be considered for that award. In this case, however, Mommy, I salute you. I can imagine the pride you feel having left these shores so many years ago. And I'm sure you are so proud of the woman your daughter has become. And today, she is collecting something from Ògíamẹ. God bless you. Well, I will not say more than that. Senator, please, come.
She is to be bestowed with ROI, Royal Order of Iwere. And you remember on the 24th of August, like Ògíamẹ said, Amaju Pinnick was awarded. Alfred Timile, Amokapemu of Vanguard, and the rest of them.
In the continuing innovative renovations that our King has been introducing, one of them is what we are seeing here today. The Royal Order of Iwere, conferred first and foremost on Ishekiri sons and daughters who have excelled. The emphasis is excelled, and therefore are leaving such impact that will be effective on others as well. It is a call of those who will help to build further. The Royal Order of Iwere is the highest order so far that Ògíamẹ is bestowing on you today. So from today, by the grace of God, when your name is mentioned, Senator Fanny Moussokoura Chantal, ROI will be added to it. God will bless you. You will excel them all. And the torch that is being given to you today, you will hold it aloft. It will burn brighter. Others will find the way. And you will not be in darkness. And Ògíamẹ will bless you. Congratulations.
Ẹ wo Ògíamẹ dédé, à ń sùn. Ẹ wo gbẹ́ni dédé, à ń sùn. Ọ̀tá yẹn tàbí yẹn. Ẹnẹdọ́pẹ́, congratulations.
Also, following from our history, on becoming a kingdom, we know that Ginoa the First, he didn't come flying. He didn't come running. He came through the waters, and which is part of why The appellation of our king is Ògíamẹ, king of the waters. And when Ògíamẹ therefore moves on the waters, it has its exclusive significance. And our people generally move on the waters too. But there's only one boat that whenever you see it, you will know that's Ògíamẹ's boat. Just as you have the President of the United States of America and you have Air Force One. Wherever you see it, you know the President is there. And again, talking about the innovative creation of His Majesty, he has made it that this boat will be replicated and on choice and highly valued people, this will be handed to them as an honor to them. And the ambassador of Côte d'Ivoire, you have, by virtue of your calling, you move. You move from Côte d'Ivoire to come here. And we believe in due time, you also move away from here. And as you move, bear in mind, you came to a king who primarily and majestically moves over the waters. And he has therefore asked that we present this to you to take away as a memento of your being here today.
Thank you. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Applaudissez, applaudissez. Another question.
Your Majesty, Ògíamẹ Atuwatse III, King of the Kingdom of Warri, and the Majesty Olori Atuwatse III, Honorable Chief Member of the Kingdom of Warri, distinguished member of this assembly. It is with profound respect and immense gratitude that I stand before you, Your Majesty, and this august assembly. As the ambassador of the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire to Nigeria, I am deeply honored to set the foot in the sacred land of Warri. At this occasion of the visit of the Deputy Senate President of Côte d'Ivoire, Her Excellency Chantal Moussokoura Fanny. The moment also stands as an eloquent testament to the unbreakable ties between people transcending borders and geographic distance. Her Excellency Chantal, whose mother is from this region, symbolizes the continuity between generations and the cultural bridge between our nations, our people, between the Kingdom of Warri and Côte d'Ivoire, between Nigeria and Côte d'Ivoire. Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for all the measures. Your Majesty, I want to thank you for all the measures you have been taking to facilitate our arrival here and our stay. This is the beginning of something important, as you are just mentioning. We are here to take some engagement and also to continue working with you. My hope is very soon we will receive you in Abidjan, if you, if you accept. But before that, we will be very pleased to receive you at the embassy of Côte d'Ivoire to Nigeria in Abuja, whenever you are around in Abuja. I would like to extend my greeting to all the people of the Kingdom of Warri and tell you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much.
Merci. Merci, monsieur. Merci mille fois. Aghofen. So please, gentlemen of the press, let's keep today's memory with our Excellency, Deputy Senate President, our daughter of Didier stock, and of course, Chief Eyoma is an in-law to our guest, Atabata Yoruba. So, gentlemen of the press, please. Your Excellencies, so please, let's keep today's memory. Aghofen.
Amagi dak bitari bon eh. Agi dak bitari bon eh. Agi dak bitari bon eh.
Araki Baba.
Agi dak bitari bon eh.
This is Ogheye-Eghoroke community, still very much on duty, watching over the palace. Coincidentally, their daughter, an illustrious daughter of Ogheye-Eghoroke, a special guest. And of course, the Mallory family, indigenous of Ògíamẹ. Ogume, Oma. Otusi wesasi, Otusi, Agbe. Awaka. Osangwa. Ulu. Ògíamẹ.